Welcome back to again to another video. I just got back from work. I'm still in my scrubs. As you all know, I started a new job and my voice is kind of shaky because I have a cold, but I'm doing much better than when I first started. Every time I come home, I think about the silence that's in my home, and I really do my best to appreciate the silence that I have at home, but I'm at the age where it's normal for me to feel, not normal, but it's reasonable for me to want to come home to a partner, even to a kid. Not 1,000, but a kid. Maybe I didn't need to touch it. I'm at the age where I'm constantly, overly constantly thinking about my future, thinking about how I'm going to become a better woman. And I get really emotional about my future. I get really emotional planning my future. I get really emotional when it comes to me, when I come home sometimes, because I come home to myself. I'm grateful for that, because I don't have to worry about anybody's needs but mine. Because if I want to starve tonight and not eat nothing, that's fine. Nobody gonna ask me what am I gonna eat. Unlike when I used to be, I'm still an active big sister, but obviously my responsibilities are limited when it comes to my siblings because I don't live with them physically anymore. And when I think about family, like my immediate family, I think about my 3 siblings, as you all may or may not know. Fauzi, Faika, and Farah. Farah has birthdays next week, Saturday, so I am excited about that. There's a rainstorm that's about to happen. That's why you hear all this prr, prr, prr. I'm so glad that I'm home and I'm in my house safe and sound. But I do love when it rains just so I can ask a lot for the things that I want. I don't know. If you're an eldest daughter out there, you need to spread your wings and you need to fly. When I was in a dysfunctional setting, I did not know how many people actually deal with the same exact things that I deal with, or I dealt with, or even wait. It's not good to compare your pain or compare your experiences because everyone's experiences is theirs for a reason. However, if you're an eldest daughter, spread your wings and fly. And I get so emotional about it. My voice is gonna start to crack because I can't cry on camera, bro. I cannot cry. Maybe if my tears do drop, I'll just put a picture over me speaking. I'll overlay a picture over this edit, but you really need to spread your wings and fly. Don't let people convince you that you're not worth it. Don't let people convince you that what you want to do is unattainable. I keep trying to tell people, don't let people play tricks on your mind, because I remember all the tricks that those people played on my mind, and I believe that it's so bad that it gets to a point where you don't want to exist, bro. And it's really hard talking about that. I hold a lot of things in, but I think about the one real courtship situation that I had, right? And it was so difficult because, like I said, I come from a dysfunctional background. Secrets were kept. The truth was not always told. Everything I did was manipulated, and I cannot show me crying, so obviously there's going to be a picture over this, and I am full of so much life, but it just feels like it's just really unfortunate that I allowed the tricks that these people played on me, I allowed it to truly affect me. And I don't know, it's like every time when I come home from work, I get so emotional about it because I think about what could have been. Obviously, it's not what could have been anymore because it's over with, which is fine. It's over with. I don't want that situation no more. I just want my own person. I want to come home to somebody. I don't want to make all these life decisions by myself. And recently also, I keep getting pressured to get married, and it's like, hold up. When I wanted somebody, I want to be with somebody that I want. It's nice for people to introduce you to people, but I also want to like that person. And I give them my 6 list criteria. Nigerian, practicing Muslim, tall. I'm literally 5'8". I have every right to want a tall man, bro. I have every right to want a tall man, chat. And people want to make me feel like I'm asking a lot for too much. And I keep telling myself that ever since I had the opportunity to relearn things about Islam, I feel like I'm going all over the place, but I'm gonna just say what's in my heart. Ever since I had the opportunity to relearn Islam, bro, and I understood that Allah is who you think He is to you, I'm not gonna let nobody convince me that Allah cannot give me what I want. He's literally Al-Mujib. He's literally Al-Razak. And again, I'm not no preacher girl. See, I'm not no preacher girl. I'm not haram police. I do what is best for me. And obviously the people around me, I'm not gonna encourage haram activity. But, chat, I just feel, I don't know. People want to convince you. I was explaining my criteria and they're saying that I'm being so unrealistic for wanting a tall man. I didn't say I wanted a billionaire. And that's not even unrealistic too. I tell Allah to please let my partner be wealthy and let him achieve everything that he wants in this life so that he can give me everything that I want. I'm not crazy for asking Allah that is capable of anything for these things, bro. They make it seem like I'm asking someone else other than Allah when I know Allah can do whatever it is I want, bro. And I think it's because I generally wanted to be married by 25 and I thought I was going to be married at 23, but now I'm 27. The older I get, the more I want my own partner. And another thing is that I want a partner, but I'm not desperate. I'm not just going to go sit up and lay up with nobody, bro. There's a reason why I stayed away from intercourse. I saw too much growing up. I saw women putting men before their kids. To this day, people still put men before their kids. I give people the benefit of the doubt and they still show me that they don't want to be a mother. I give people the benefit of the doubt. They show me that they want to live their life through me. It's not going to work that way, bro. I'm not going to settle. And those are the tricks I be telling people about. Some adults, the other generations, they're so stuck in their ways that they don't believe that Allah can do whatever it is that they want. Because literally, bro, if you think that Allah is capable of anything, if you believe that Allah is going to answer your prayers, if you believe that Allah is listening to you, if you believe that whatever it is that you want, Allah is going to grant it to you, Allah is going to do it, bro. And then I try to give myself so much grace because I know my situation. I don't know if I told y'all, bro. 2 weeks after I graduated college, I had to move out, bro. And I lived in a room for 5 months. And I was paying $500, $600 a month. Then I moved into here because my situation in returns to the courtship did not work out. And that person told me that my family was too much. And now I'm way more mature, obviously, and I'm way more grounded in a way that I can stand up for myself, I can speak up for myself without thinking about the consequences. Because when you're living with the people that is playing tricks on you, you can't go nowhere after you talk crazy. But now I could talk back and go to my home. It's been 4 years since I've been living alone. One of the things is I really want to leave this apartment, but I want to move into another apartment building because I just want a new chapter of my life. I want a new chapter. I'm trying to grow, and it feels little progress is some type of progress, but I really want to grow, and I really want to be the woman that I've always imagined myself to be before I get married. And I have to make all these big life decisions all by myself with no one to talk about them. I want my life partner, bro. I want to be married. I want the big house with the big kitchen and the big oven and the walk-in pantry. And I want the backyard so I could do my hostings just how I like them with specific people there because I don't play that. I only allow certain people in my space. I want to pick out the colors I'm going to wear for my wedding. I want to organize my seating chart. I want to plan my life with somebody. And I'm not desperate, bro. But it's just really been irritating me. Not the idea of not having my own person. It's now that I'm 27. You're basically calling me old, saying that what am I waiting for? Was I waiting when I was 23? No one gave me the courtesy to even speak to that person. And I'm telling you, I don't care about that person. That person could marry and roll down the aisle. I don't care. I'm talking about the principle of the situation. I was hated so bad, bro, by people that raised me, bro. And no matter how much I try to heal from that stuff, bro, it still affects me. And I try to explain to my siblings, if it's not because I love them children, they would have never seen me again, bro. If it's not because we had a true, genuine relationship and I loved them kids down, they would have never seen me again. I would have disappeared. I would have been overly no contact. But there's always a reason why Allah brings me back to my roots, I guess. I don't know. I try my best, I try my best to stay afloat because I'm someone that easily drowns, bro. Ya Rabbi. Well, this rain that is raining, I pray Allah can use it to answer my prayers. I'm just overly frustrated with the way people will do stuff to you and they will act like it did not happen. They will do things to you and they will act like it did not happen. And I think it'd be blowing me. And that's why I stay in my little home, bro. I don't be wanting to go over there. I guess sometimes I be having my happy clips and then my emotional clips. I just had to let what's in my chest out. And who better to let it out with than my digital diary YouTube. But yeah, chat, I don't feel like I'm drowning or anything, but I always feel as though there's so much I have to do. I even want to give myself a life before I get married. I don't want it to be that, oh, Aisha didn't get X, Y, and Z until she got married. Well, at least Melissa Molossi Curacao, Kinto marry. Molossi Naija, Kinto marry. Molossi Germany, Kinto marry. Molossi Aruba, Kinto marry. Molossi Belize, Kinto marry. Molossi Mexico, Kinto marry. Model London, Kinto marry. Mama she makeup, Kinto marry. Mama skincare me, Kinto shekini, Kinto marry. Kini most matun show. For life, people load for G Herbo, Low Dirt, Low Baby. I told y'all I had a code, but I live some type of life shock. But today Canada Kinto marry. Money passport Canada Kinto marry. Money citizenship USA Kinto marry. Money citizenship me Nigeria Kinto marry. I be cracking my own stuff up. All of that was basically me saying that I've been to different countries before I got married. I had my citizenships before I got married. With law college or Kinto marry. Oh, chat. People will do stuff to you and they'll make it seem like they never did that shit to you and they'll act oblivious. I told that lady, I told her straight up, you need to be honest too. They tell me to be honest about wanting a tall man. I'm 5'8". When I wear 4-inch heels, I become 6 feet. I like heels, and Allah has given me 2 tall, dark, and handsome men before. Why won't He give me another one? I'm gonna believe that I am going to meet my tall, dark, and handsome man, wealthy, Nigerian practicing Muslim, Yoruba to be exact. I want brand deals too. I'm grateful for the brands that I get to work with now, but I want deals, paid deals. A deal that will pay my rent for the next 12 months, bro. I have stuff in my Sephora cart and I want to buy them, but when Allah gives me money, bro, I'd be so scared to spend that money, bro. I don't play that. I wonder if I might even post this, but if I post this, you're gonna see it. If I don't, then you're not gonna see it, so that's just that. I have to clean up my makeup area. I have to sweep and mop. Oh my god, I forgot to get gloves. I need to sweep and mop and do a whole bunch of things, child. So I get to go to Nakan next weekend as well, and I'm really excited about that. So there's that. All right, chat. I think that's the end of my venting session. I need to quickly upload this. So talk to y'all later.